Hey everybody, this is Inform the Confused. I'm Alan.
What do I do with my hands?
Whatever you want, as long as they stay away from your pants. Or your crotch, specifically. I'm not down for that, dude. I'm not down for that. Do you want to introduce yourself?
Oh, I'm Nick.
So we're gonna be playing Fallout 4 today.
I've been brought in specifically for my expertise.
And your charming wit, as you have just observed.
Well, that's just a bonus. I mean, that's
Yeah.
that'd be like pissed off that the lightning brought rain with it. It's like, I mean, it's Entourage, baby.
Yeah. No. We have. We're gonna go ahead and pick up a game I have started already. We've done character creation and gotten out of the vault.
Yeah, all the boring stuff's done.
Yeah, and kind of dicked around in Sanctuary for a little bit.
So let's start with the ever exciting thing of XP grind.
I don't think they want to see that.
Well, we play that at double speed. Big brain move there.
Oh, do that and then just have it on the actual recorded video where it just speeds up and then it's just a da 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 da.
I mean, we're really going to have to work on our banter for the sped up audio to sound like that. Because otherwise, we're copyright infringement.
Is that a copyrighted sound?
I am positive that the Benny Hill theme song is copyrighted by the BBC. I am positive they own that.
Huh, you hear often enough.
Well, yeah, because it's BBC and you see... It's not?
The song is called Yakety Sax, and the band that performs it owns it. I don't remember the name right now, but...
Really? I thought Yakety Sax was a later thing. Huh. Well,
anyways.
don't talk back.
Different song. That
Yeah.
is a later Yakety Sax.
Don't talk back.
Either way, yeah. So we're gonna pick up. I don't think we need to do any grinding. At least not right now. I think I want to let's just go, pick it up and go.
All right. Are we heading straight to Diamond City? Are we going to the Brotherhood? Are we going to establish the Minutemen? What are we doing?
Well, let's see. First thing, I believe I need to go talk to
Well, I mean, you don't
Goddamn,
have
what's
to.
his name?
You can completely skip the Minutemen if you want. Technically, you never had to rescue them. Actually, I don't
Yeah.
think you have rescued them yet. So
No, I
you
haven't.
technically don't
All
have
I've done
to.
is gotten out of the vault. God, what's the robot's name? God damn it.
Codsworth.
Codsworth, thank you. I'm going to go finish the dialogue with Codsworth, and he's going to tell me to go to Lexington. If I can bloody find him. Where'd he go? Where's he hiding? Is he over by the house?
Yeah, you passed.
Our
him.
house?
In the middle of our street.
Did I just go right by him?
You did like a minute ago. Keep going. Keep going. He's behind the tree. No, keep going. There he is.
Ah, there he is.
Right when you stopped and turned was exactly when his sprite was behind the tree, and it's just like,
Yeah. No, for the record, I have played this game before, but I've only done one full playthrough, whereas Nick is basically the master of this shit.
I've seen 2 boxes of ammo that it annoyed me that you didn't pick them up because they're Technicolor and stand out from everything.
Yeah, so this is basically going to be me trying to play while he gives me advice and criticism.
Mostly criticism.
At first I thought it was going to be mostly advice, but now I should have known better. It's going to be...
Okay, Alan, what part of your stand-up comedian friend implies your nice friend?
I don't know. I'm just in denial, I guess. I don't know.
Why we have Bobby.
I think our friendship is best described as a series of polite fights.
I wasn't paying attention to what he asked, so I'm just going to say maybe.
I mean, honestly, the dialogue in this game sort of doesn't matter. He's gonna run through and kill some roaches. If you run up, you can get experience. If he just does it, I don't believe you get anything, though. By and large, because he's not actually tagged as part of the companion system just yet.
There we go. There we go.
Yeah,
Maybe
I'd actually like to take a moment and say that like I normally play this with Creation Club shit because yes, I gave Bethesda more of my money for mods, a free feature.
Blowfly.
I know I like to play this with a backpack and with a sentient suit of power armor that functions as a free companion.
Yeah, no, I'm just.
Well, no, I tend to do that in a robot, and then I go in power armor, and then it's like a Brotherhood of Steel battalion. It's awesome. I also play on, the second highest difficulty simply because I cannot make heads or tails of the, or rather, I understand the survival mode difficulty and how it functions. I think the only being able to save when you sleep is completely fucking broken. But I can live with, the having to eat and drink. That's fine. That's not a huge issue. The healing limbs with sleeping, again, not a huge issue. The complete inability to save.
No, that's. What would you say? Just to maybe save me a little time here, in terms of collection of random shit. What is this stuff I should just ignore completely? It won't be useful at all. Or?
I ignore 90% of things. I really only grab stuff if it's either if it specifically has something I need, or if it specifically has a rare resource. Like cigar boxes. I always grab those because those have fiberglass, and fiberglass is not a very common thing. Anytime I find something that has ballistic weave as a component, so like military ammo bags or military duct tape, that's a big deal for me, especially because I always play enough of the Railroad to get the ballistic weave armor mod. 'Cause that is just a game changer. There are hats you can apply that to and have 110 physical stat defense on your head alone.
What about like things like the blowfly glands and potential foodstuffs?
Oh, I don't bother cooking anything because on the lower difficulties, the number of stim packs you have, you have plenty of healing. At least for me and the way I play, like
You don't need to.
yeah.
You don't need any of that? All right.
Yeah, I mean it's kind of useful for early game XP. So like I'll usually like take them and cook them to farm them. And I will sell pretty much everything. My big strategy for making money in this game is when I strip a corpse, all I take is guns and ammo. Because like if the armor is better than yours, take it and swap out your armor. Like always play that game with it. But when it comes to weapons, take those because they tend to weigh less in value to weight ratio than the armor does. And you can get better ones more easily than you can get good armor. Good armor is hard to find, so whatever you find, just keep for yourself. Good weapons are a dime a dozen. You're going to have the ones you like, so just sell everything else. Like, I don't think I've ever used the rocket launcher in this game.
Really?
Never, ever, not even once. I don't believe I've ever used the flamer, not seriously either. Like, but they sell for a decent amount.
Where'd he go? Is he still? I think I can actually get him to say, yeah. Let's see.
Fallout Fabio has no need of family is waste of time. I am Fallout Fabio.
Yeah, we determined during character creation, my guy is Fallout Fabio.
Look at his majestic locks and biceps.
Or excuse me, Concord, not Lexington. I kept saying Lexington.
Yeah, I think Lexington is where the police station is that you find Dance.
Yeah, it's also where. Yeah. Okay,
Which again, depending on how you want to do, you can just walk right past Museum of Freedom.
Yeah, you can go straight to dance and get on with your Brotherhood.
Yeah.
playthrough.
It will wait forever. Preston Garvey will never solve the Raider problem, and they will just wait for you forever.
I figured I at least get them set up that way. Anytime I feel like I'm in need of some extra practice, extra XP or whatever, I can just keep going back to Preston Garvey for side missions to get XP and shit.
Oh, God. I'm trying to remember where it is. There's a readily available power core before you get to the Museum of Freedom, and you can parkour from the top of the church onto the roof of the museum, and you can get the power armor and the minigun without ever talking to anyone in the museum.
See, these are the things I had you here for.
It's possible. I personally have never done it. I have seen it be done. I know for a fact it is completely possible in the vanilla game. Just run and buy a box of ammo.
Where?
On the ground, next to the mailbox.
Ah, there it is. So I didn't see that. We've established this before. It's just from going to cons, dealer rooms and cons. I can't see shit. I don't see shit. My eyes are fine, but
I'm telling you, go get your eyes checked.
no,
You
my
don't
eyes
know
are
what
fine.
you're missing. You don't know what you're missing.
My eyes are fine. It's not that I can't. It's just my attention to detail is the problem.
You know what makes it very hard to pay attention to details?
What?
Ocular focus.
What is your preferred base when you set up a permanent base?
Okay, so I always tell myself I'm going to do something different, and then I start dumping stuff in an early game location, and it almost always ends up being at the north of the map. Or I end up unwillingly allying with the Minutemen because I do love fixing up the castle, patching up the walls, turning it into just a station of death. And plus the Institute fight that you have there, where it's wave after wave of synths, is kind of awesome. That said, if you go Brotherhood, you're going to have to, kill them.
Oh, where's
So,
where is he? Oh, there he is.
not
There's
the
Dark Man.
smartest thing to fully up them then. Fun fact, there is a dog companion in every single Fallout game.
Yeah.
And his name is always Dogmeat.
Is it really?
Yep.
Huh.
There was a huge, I believe in Fallout, I believe in the first two, the dog is killable, but it's kind of hard to do. And I believe in 3, there was a huge stink because Dogmeat, did no damage and, basically just died immediately. So when they released a DLC, they included a dog that just continually has litters of puppies so that there's always a Dogmeat for you. Which, honestly, I think is a little more fucked up because that means there's a post-apocalyptic puppy mill.
Give you a Buttercup back leg?
Yeah, I think there's screws in it. By and large, I'm of the opinion that the Giddy Up Buttercup stuff really is only useful when it's fully there.
See, I'm no reference for that I never actually used it for anything other than just.
See, what you're gonna want.
The junk, dump it back in your base, use it to build shit.
Yeah. One of the things you're gonna want to invest in, just because you have a hard time finding stuff, is the Scrapper perk, which will allow you to highlight things that have components that you need for various building projects that you want to do.
There they are.
Yeah, and as much as people want to say base building is optional in this, it really is not. The XP balance is built around you building settlements. It really is.
Yeah, because that's part of the reason I always had problems with my playthrough is I completely ignored the base building.
Well, that's just it. You can either keep all of the bases, basically nice, or you can hyper develop one and keep all of the others survivable, and you'll still end up with the right XP balance.
Okay.
It's either you engage in, empire building or you build your little town or whatever.
Right.
I'm actually a fan of not populating my base. Because the settlement attack information is based off of the passive inventory of it. And if you generate food or water beyond what your settlement needs, it goes into the workshop inventory. That's why you can do things like I asked you last time if you wanted to be a water farmer, because that's a very legitimate way to make money. Especially if you spec into the fast travel while over encumbered perks. Because then it's just take as much as you can out of your settlement and go sell it somewhere. So you can make purified water, which I believe sells for 12 caps each. Yeah, no, I've turned Red Rocket into a fortress many a times.
Yeah, no, that's one of the ones you recommended to me as a base.
Personal favorite of mine.
It's reasonably small, so it forces you to work with what you got. You got to think outside the box a little bit. It's got decent verticality if you figure out how to use it right.
How much like? Oh,
I mean, I'd get closer. I'd still get closer.
oh, there we go.
.10mm, the caliber I didn't know was real.
This really is my preferred weapon. I just, whenever I start doing mods and stuff like that, first thing is always I beef up the 10 mil as much as I possibly can.
It's honestly very limited.
It's a good beginner gun.
Well, like even the Deliverer, I feel is useless by mid-game. Like the game honestly wants you to use energy weapons. That's what it wants you to play with at the higher levels.
Come on. There it is. All right. Let's see. What do you suggest first perk?
I always like to start with either Fortune Finder or Ammo Scrounger, simply because that gives you more caps and more ammo, which makes everything better. It's under luck.
Under luck.
Yeah, remember how I said luck was more or less a
Fortune
dump
Finder.
stat? Yeah, that gives you caps. The one below it gives you ammo. And I personally use ammo as money more than I use caps as money.
Really?
More reliable.
Yeah.
You run
Well,
more of it.
if you specialize in a set weapon typing and it uses a consistent type of ammo, you hoard that ammo, and the rest of it, well, ammo has no weight if you're outside of survival difficulty, so that's just free money.
Yeah. How much?
Carries ammo.
Like how much like scrounging exploring do you do? Like when you go into a town, do you like check every building and
Oh, very little.
very little?
Very, very, very little.
Pretty much just stay on objective.
There's a lot
More
there
or
if
less.
You're willing to just wander, but if you're there for a reason, just get on with it.
There are no like big things you'll find that are like just hiding in some random
Side quests
spot.
all over the fucking place. Little Easter eggs all over the fucking place.
Most of those the game wants you to find, though, and will purposefully spawn in. There's very few that are unavoidable. Like, I found the traveling cook before, the art synth fight. That one's fairly common to see. The raider funeral. Like, there's always stuff that happens randomly just wandering through a Fallout game, but
Shit.
oh, you're fine. He's got a melee weapon. Fuck him up.
Shit.
I mean, try to.
Yeah. Yeah. I've told you for years, dude. I suck at video games, and that's just in I don't want to put in the effort to try kind of way. I'm just not
Yeah,
that
and
good.
like the one thing I would do is like I would take all of the dropped weapons and ammo.
Right. Oh yeah, I forgot the loot corpses. No, there's another guy there.
I mean, they haven't noticed you, so I mean, I would take the time to line up the headshot.
I keep poking behind the. Keep sticking his head behind the. Shit. There we go. Where'd he go? Oh, there he is.
Yeah, now you might want to be worried because I think that one's aware of you.
Yeah.
Oh, and he's shooting the dog. He shot your dog, man. Can't get through there.
I know. I'm hiding in here. What is that? Is that?
Preston Garvey.
Oh, is that who? Okay, it's.
Yeah, it's him trying to deal with raiders, but he does very bad damage. He does actually do damage, and if you wait long enough, he will do things like eventually kill the Deathclaw that swarms at the end of this. But it takes a very, very, very long time. It's actually more likely for the Deathclaw to wander outside the engagement zone. He died as he lived, staring at a wall. And the fusion core is down there.
Yeah.
You can either pick the lock or crack the terminal. It does the exact same thing either way.
I don't think I actually.
You should have bobby pins.
I don't think I have bobby pins yet. I didn't find any bobby pins yet.
Check.
Because I was trying to unlock a safe earlier and it didn't.
I'm telling you, checks. The game wants you to have it by this moment.
Hold on.
Just walk up to the lock. It won't let you do it if you don't have any.
Shouldn't it be under miscellaneous?
Probably.
Or
I
is
don't
it-
remember where it's stored.
Hold
Okay.
Yeah. No.
Well, then crack the terminal because it's still novice. There's no...
Yeah.
I was gonna say you can get some in the toolbox.
Yeah, because either way it's going to make you...
Second story.
Yeah, because either way it's going to make you go back there and get that. You can press A to just force it to spawn them all.
All right.
Yeah, and I'm assuming I don't have to explain how the hacking works.
Yeah. No. One like this class. Jones. Because, I mean, with the novice ones, it's always one of the first three, anyways.
Oh, it's almost one of the first three regardless.
Yeah.
I like to do the thing where I back out when I get close to locking the terminal, and then it just resets them.
I don't think there's any else in here. is
No.
there? No. All right. What else? What? Shit. Come on.
That's the...
Yeah, that's the same way. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, there we go.
I think this just
Thanks,
says
man.
something about our psychology. You went up the ruined side of the staircase. I always go up the nice one.
I just went to the right.
You always do.
Yeah.
Just can't turn left, can you?
I
Be
do
worthless in NASCAR.
I do tend to go to the right in scenarios like that. It's just I always just interpret that as I'm right-handed, so it's just my dominant side. But
Yeah, but if you're right-handed, that's being run out of the left side of your brain.
okay. So does that mean you're the one who's with the right tendency?
Well, if we're going with the spectrum theory, I'm so far in the extreme, I'm in the gray areas, regardless of how we look at this.
Let's see. I think I was. Yeah, I've already been in here. Where is? Oh shit. Top there. Oh crap.
You got a guy, rush forward, don't bother with him. Okay, or shoot him. Rush forward. Go right. There was somebody moving across this hallway before.
Oh, there he is.
Fabio.
I am Fabio, prepared to die.
Feel my wrath. And then my abs.
They are one and the same. All right. I'm trying to remember. I think there was another guy. I have to get up there to get to that guy. Oh, the dog. Where's dog meat? Oh, there's another dude.
He had to have fallen from up high. Because nobody's down on the lower level at this point.
Come
He
on,
will
stim
heal
pack.
on his own.
Yeah.
I never waste my stim packs on my companions. They're on their fucking own.
You ever get glitches where when they go down, they stay down and they won't get back up? Even if you stim pack them or even if they're healthy? They just stay stuck on the ground?
Never where it lasted long enough to affect anything.
I've had it a couple times where I've had to reboot a save, a previous save. Where it affected it where
Head
I
up,
would...
there's nothing low for
Yeah,
you.
where I would leave the area and go somewhere completely else, completely different, but my companion wouldn't follow me. It just stayed glitched. Had that happen a couple of times. I've been in here. I need to go up. Where are the stairs?
Across the way.
Are they across the way? I always have trouble in here. I always end up
Nope.
having to...
Yeah, immediate left. See, that's your problem. You just can't face the inevitability of moving left.
I thought I was already
No.
in here. I wasn't already in here?
Keep going. Check
Oh,
that
ammo.
ammo crate and that duffel bag. I promise you haven't been in here.
Huh.
Yeah, I do tend to check the coolers early game because they have a chance to spawn mute fruits. And when you plant those at the settlement, rather than giving half a food per unit, they give one. You know, there's two guys that want to shoot you just on the other side of that wall. I wouldn't.
Oh, I'm
be-
aware.
Okay, well, they're finishing their scripted dialogue and they're starting to walk around. Yeah. I think you got as many shots in your dog as the guy.
Yeah, no, I'm sure I probably in this playthrough I will probably use like 20 times as much ammo as you do, maybe even 100 or something like that. Crazy. Just because I'm a horrible shot.
Well, if you're playing VATS, just rush in and pause time.
Well, I don't always end up using VATS just because.
See, that's why I like pistols, because you can get more shots off in VATS. And if you're doing headshots at close range,
You hardly miss.
yeah, like really
Yeah.
nothing
You
matters.
can aggro the fuck out of it.
I know that laser pistol, sniper barrel, 120 base damage. Were dinosaurs a pre-war thing or a pre-war thing?
Is that an actual line?
Yes, it's from New Vegas.
Okay.
When you're in Novak, there's a dinosaur statue called Dinky the Dino. It's like a T-Rex statue that you can like go up in, and you meet Boone there, who's a ex-California Republic sniper. And yeah, there's people walking around there asking, so were dinosaurs a pre-war thing or a pre-war thing?
One thing I did learn in my playthrough: never ever talk to Mama Murphy. It's incredibly annoying and a waste of time.
There's a quest line associated with her.
Couple of them.
Is there?
Yes. You give her chems and she gives you hints, and eventually you like start doing things like building a chair for her and doing nice things for her. There's an entire plot line with Mama Murphy.
I remember.
I ignore it too, but that's not the
Yeah.
point.
You get
Well-
lots of XP by talking to her.
Yeah. She is also just really annoying.
You realize she is supposed to be an Eddie Murphy joke, right?
An Eddie Murphy joke?
Yes.
No, I did not realize that.
She tells extravagant stories fueled by drugs. She is supposed to be an Eddie Murphy reference, and this is according to the developers.
Yep.
Mama Murphy is just an Eddie Murphy character. Personally, I think they should have spent the money to get Eddie Murphy to voice Mama Murphy. No, Eddie Murphy's done female characters in his shit. He is more than willing to do old black lady. He gets it.
Yeah.
And we all societally agreed for 30 years straight that he gets it. No one gets to minge at him now. Now, there's two ways to cheese this fight if you're interested.
Go on.
One is you never drop down and you mow guys down from up there.
Right.
That's okay. And for the record, I never used the minigun in this section, ever.
Yeah.
Usually have a sniper by this point or a hunting rifle.
Pistols all day. Pistols for days, son. But No, what I'll do is I'll snipe a few guys here because Preston Garvey will actually start dealing with people. And also, if you shove dog meat over the ledge, he will start attacking guys down there once he heals. And they will clear it out because once enough raiders are dead, the Deathclaw spawns in.
Yeah.
And then you can deal with the Deathclaw from up here at your leisure and you take no damage. Option 2, you clear out the raiders fairly conventionally. And then you see that store bar right there?
Hide in there with the Deathclaw.
Yeah, the hardware.
That's how I do it.
The
yeah.
Deathclaw cannot fit through the door, but you can shoot out. If
And he'll
you're
just-
not careful on the pacing and ranging of it, it will lose interest and run away. And if you're a little too close, it can just barely reach you.
Yeah, no. Oh, I know. That's how I've done with the Deathclaw in the past is that approach.
Yeah. Or you can just run away with free power armor. You don't owe these people anything.
It's true.
Yeah. Hold on, let's see. Where is?
Yeah, the downside to
Yeah.
the pistol is the limited engagement range, but you get more shots and VATs with it.
Yeah, I'll just drop down. I'm planning on dealing with the Deathclaw anyways.
Do you know what I would honest to God love both in this game and in real life, but I will never get it in real life because of the ATF? A traditional slide back semi-automatic like that, conventional blowback, but with a brace. And just it's nonsense because the size of the gun, you don't need it, but just the ability to have a cheek weld to get a consistent sight picture, the idea of having that for plinking, just the laser accuracy I could have with something like that would be goddamn wonderful. But that's a short-barreled assault rifle, and the ATF don't like it when people have those, so no. You can file paperwork, but I don't wanna.
Is that all of them? I also looted corpses, but
Yeah, Gristle, their leader, I believe, has the Corvega storage key. It may not be Corvega, no, it's Wicked Express key, which gains you access to Wicked Express trailers spread out across the map, which are minor treasure troves. There's also one minor side quest associated. And you can get the key at other locations. It's not just bound to him. The laser musket, the gun that nobody used.
where is any other?
You know what the sad thing is, too? The laser musket, half-decent sniper. Nobody uses it.
Where is?
I'm surprised the Deathclaw hasn't spawned in yet, to be honest.
You have to clear all of them up to the sewer point.
No, because I've had it spawn and immediately start attacking raiders. Yeah, I hate doing this fight legit. I think, this entire sequence is boring.
Yeah.
I think the Minutemen in general are very boring. A 10mm should rip through that mailbox. I'm just saying.
Oh, there he is.
Shitting doors.
Yeah. He's going after that guy. I gotta. Where's? I don't have it marked.
I did do this. With
Oh shit!
Oh!
Since when is that a possibility? Oh,
That one's news to me. I've never seen
Jesus
that happen.
Christ!
I see that happen a lot.
Oh God,
That's never happened to me.
that was a hell of a. Oh my God, where's the minigun? There it is. This is like the pretty much the only thing I use the minigun for is.
Speaking of the fucking Murphy family, fuck your couch.
Where I am.
Yeah, you're doing okay.
Where'd he go? I can't see with the smoke. Oh, there it is.
Well, you're not supposed to run a minigun that hot.
Yeah.
Well, not the modern ones, at least. Do you know, due to technicalities, miniguns are not classified as machine guns?
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's 6 individual chambers and barrels firing individually with an individual trigger pull for each one.
Yeah, it is technically not a machine gun. It's not like just a legal technicality. It's a historical categorization.
Well, no, according to the ATF, if you try to
Yeah.
get one of these, you can't have one for a variety of other reasons, but it's not classed as a machine gun.
Yeah. I would imagine you would just have a minigun categorization.
Well, you know what's real interesting? There's a company that made a double-barreled 22 semi-auto as a concealable self-defense thing.
Mm-hmm.
And there was a big argument as to whether or not they could do this at all because it's firing 2 rounds with a single trigger pull. That's the definition of a machine gun.
More. What is the rest of these douches? Here, shooting. Oh, there we go.
I also find it funny that's wildly inaccurate.
What, the minigun?
No, the double-barreled 22. The 2 barrels are like closer together than what my fingers are, but like at 10 feet away into a target, the shots will be like this far away. It's ridiculous. Like, you know how they talk about pepperbox guns at the turn of the century and how it was sort of fire and prey? That's how I feel about it, except it's new. Not in those days. You couldn't spray. You had one good shot.
That it?
It's like how people have gone nuts about that 4-barreled gun from the Matrix for years. That's a non-functioning prototype of a gun that was never made. People still want it. They don't work.
Yeah. Will he go to Sanctuary if I don't go in there and engage in the rest of the dialogue?
No, you do have to talk to them to send them up there.
All right.
They will wait in there forever for you to come talk to them, though.
Yeah. I want him to go to Sanctuary, so I will go in there and talk to him.
I wish it was an option to convince them to just wander the wasteland. Run up,
Like, no, Sanctuary's bad, bro.
run up with Preston later. He's a raider. I lost everyone because of you. Hey, yo, by the way, we got a settlement that needs your help.
Welcome.
Fabio. Before the end of this Let's Play, I'm going to have castanets. No, think about it. Fabio. Click, 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 click.
I always like to be me and Dor.
You can threaten her into stop doing drugs.
Can you?
Yes. You tell her it's time to get clean, or else. They don't like their kind in Sanctuary.
You're useless.
Especially because if you get far enough south to find dance, it'll trigger Jewel of the Commonwealth all on its own.
Is that the end of the dialogue?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. And they will get there without you.
Right. Okay. Now.
Although if I were you, I'd find somewhere to ditch that power armor. And you can fast travel in power armor with no penalty to your fusion core. So long as you're not over encumbered. If you care about fusion cores and power armor usage, just minor tip.
Right.
Just watch out for leaving it at your settlement. Those assholes will get in it.
Only if you leave power cores in it.
Okay.
They'll actually get in it?
Yep.
I've never seen that.
Enemies can steal them too. I saw that once, and because of how the AI works, when someone dies wearing power armor, you lose the frame. Which has never goddamn made sense to me. You kill someone in power armor, you can't crack it open, peel their corpse out of it, and get the frame too? No, you're stuck riveting plate armor off of it to add to your collection. Although, to this game's credit, it did finally make power armor feel like its own thing.
Oh, wrong button. I think it's... there it is. Yeah, this is normally what I do.
Take the fusion core.
Oh, take the fusion core. Okay.
Yeah, if you don't want them to abscond with your power armor, take the fusion core. And you definitely need to offload some shit.
Yeah.
The workbench.
Yep.
Yeah, and you can drop it in any workbench, and it's shared by the entire settlement. So if you want to do it at like an armor workbench or whatever.
Oh yeah, I knew that. Yeah.
I thought that was only once you link the settlement.
Across multiple settlements, yes. Although it doesn't seem to actually work one-to-one in my experience.
Whoops. There it is. That's what I want. Inventory. Junk.
You can just press Y to store all junk.
Oh, yeah.
And then what I do is I go back into the workshop, pan specifically over to junk to shorten the inventory list. And then I pull out all the pre-war money because it sells for 6 each, I think, and it has no weight. But if it's in the workshop system, it will prioritize it for use as cloth.
Yeah, which is what I normally do with it. But it's better to sell it?
Do not do that. Do not do that ever. Cigarettes will give you cloth.
Sell money. Sell pre-war money. Okay.
Keep the money. Alan, be a capitalist. Keep the money.
Well, strictly speaking, in this universe, it's not actually money anymore.
Yes, it is, because the exchange rate is beneficial to the old bills than what it is to caps. You're getting 6 caps for one of these bills, and they have no weight.
All right.
Yeah, no. I usually set up like a toolbox that I put on top of whatever I'm storing the shit I actually want to keep in, so that it's completely separate and I never have to look for it or go digging for it. And just every time I drop off my junk, scroll down, take the pre-war money back out after I've deposited everything, because that's way quicker than doing individual deposits around it. And then just add it to its own little collection. And then next time I need to get a item that I know specifically spawns in the shops, or that I need like X amount of adhesive and I'm out of my manufacturing method and I need to go buy some from a vendor, it's right there.
All right. Let's see. Weapons. I'm still in the workshop, right? Yeah. Okay. So I want to deposit.
Don't deposit the weapons here.
Don't deposit the weapons in the.
Nope. Your settlers have access to everything that's in the workshop inventory. If you actually deposit consumables in there, there's a chance they'll use them. Nuka-Cola seems to disappear the fastest in my experience. And because of things like the Nuka World upgrade, Nuka-Cola can be turned into ammo for the Thirst Zapper later on. So things like Quantum, you can have a Fat Man level explosion from a weapon that weighs less than 2 pounds. Don't drink Nuka-Cola Quantum. Save them. Hoard them. Do not put them in communal storage. Have a space you keep your special shit.
Yeah. See, this is all shit I didn't.
Well, this is all shit I just do because I build settlements. So, yeah, this is my workshop. I need a shelf so I can put my things. Like, it's because I viewed it from a personalized level that I've discovered all these little things. And these are the mechanics that I abuse to break the game. Like, when I play this, I view myself as a weapons merchant first, everything else second. Because I'm pruning the weapons to get myself the best possible one, and then selling everything else. It's a pure profit thing, especially because almost everything you kill is going to drop a weapon.
Yeah.
Animals don't, but how many animals do you fight in this?
Yeah, some of the animals actually do. But all right. So I'm storing my stuff. I've deposited my junk in here. Now I've got all these excess weapons. What's the best strategy with
I would
these?
figure out what the best weapon is, spec for that. I would also figure out whatever my best armor configuration is, put that on, and then scrap the rest of the armor. Armor is scrappable, and it's actually a pretty good source of things like cork and, oh god, there's one other that I'm forgetting that's needed for a lot of upgrades, but it's not a common resource. It's a good source for leather. It's a good source for steel. Armor is useful when scrapped. It's not super useful to be sold. And if you get enough money, you don't need to scrap. So, like I said, I focus as a weapons merchant. It's no, every dropped weapon I take. Actually, I've gotten to the point that I no longer pick up melee weapons because I prefer a higher payout. So I just stay raiding longer before I cash in.
All right, let's see. We got 10mm pistol. That does 18 damage. That does 12. I never use grenades.
Neither do I. Bear in mind what you have for ammo count too. That can have a greater impact on your choice than.
Yeah, 30. Because here I've only got 43, but that's 10 mil. That shit's everywhere.
God, I wish that was the case.
What? I never have problems finding 10mm ammo.
Well, and you gotta tell me what ammo store you're going to.
Oh.
Everybody's just got cerebellar hollow points, and you know what? No, mine doesn't like those.
Oh, you're talking. God damn it! You're talking about real life. Oh, God.
I'm talking about 10mm.
Yeah. But have you tried to buy ammo lately? How has the inventory in store has been lately?
Depends what you're looking for. You want revolver cartridges? They're around 22 you can find, but everybody seems to have it jacked up right now. Rifle rounds you're not getting. For whatever reason, 5.56 still just fucking impossible. I mean, like, if you want 308, which is, basically just a hunting round, like, that's around.
Ooh, 34.
But that's also because nobody, uses 308 for anything, as you're looking at a 308 pistol.
Where's
a bolt-action pistol.
Oh, you know what? I don't want to be in this menu. That's what it is. Because I want to assign favorites, and I can't do that in that menu.
Yeah, no, I mean, okay, here's the thing about it. The current ammo shortage, as I understand the issue in the gun industry, is the exact same thing as the chip shortage in the computer industry right now. The exact same driving forces, just different material causes. It's not that they're not making enough or that they're not keeping up with previous year's demand or that they're failing to meet production because this or that, or it's not COVID related. It's that everybody bought all the goddamn guns and hoarded all the goddamn ammo, so all the factories only make so much as it goddamn is. Stop hoarding it. No, the entirety of the ammo and gun shortage that people were talking about in 2020, it's manufactured. The producers made as much as they've ever made, and they made as much in sales as they've ever made, and they had a good year.
All right, I think that's. What am I missing? Do I have a sniper rifle? Let me see. Nope.
Also looks like the NRA might be well and truly fucked.
The lawsuits? Or?
New York may actually have grounds to prevent them from reincorporating in Texas, which is their current legal strategy.
Do you ever carry melee weapons?
Depending on what it is, and as a gimmick, mechanically, I don't think they're useful.
Yeah, I never. I've tried to in the past. I always end up just getting rid of them because they.
It can be. Here's the thing: if you spec for a melee build, they're totally viable. But on their own, without investing specifically in all of the melee tree shit,
Right. It's nothing. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. I'm currently wearing the eyeglasses, which are 1 perception, and I think I'm just wearing my vault suit.
Yep,
Yeah,
you've
that's
got
it.
no armor on.
Yeah. Let's see. What do I got? Leather chest piece 512. What other chest pieces?
I mean, just start putting on. It'll tell you when you've got shit that's better.
Okay. Resist, but then
It'll
it's
give you
perception.
rad resist and 1 physical defense, but you'll lose that perception bonus.
Yeah.
I do not use any of the pre-made headgear. What I like to do is some combination of glasses and the newsboy cap with the ballistic weave later on.
Left arm, left
And then
leg,
I don't super worry about it at this
right
point.
leg, right arm. What's a hat? You can wear the hat with the glasses.
Yep.
Right? Yeah. That's a charisma. And chest piece.
Raider armor's
Less-
useless in all regards. It's the worst at everything. It's better than not having armor, but that's not saying much.
That's just it's for raid. It's a T45 left arm.
Yeah, which is weightless as long as it's broken, but you should repair that and throw it back on the armor.
Oh yeah, that's right. That was on the That's why it's in there.
Yeah, broken power armor pieces are weightless. So if you see an enemy and you want to take their power armor, but you're really close on weight, toy with them a bit and destroy their armor pieces before you kill them. You still can pick them out of their inventory, but now they don't weigh anything.
Nice.
Yeah, so then all you end up is the material cost of the repair.
I think I am now wearing something on every part of me. So yeah, that's good. Weapons, apparel, aid, miscellaneous junk. I got rid of the mods on that. Okay. All right. So now I've spec'd out what weapons and stuff I want. What should I do with the weapons? Just build a chest and just dump it all in there. Sort it by different containers, or
If you want to go as far as sorting it by different containers, that works. Or you can use something that's already existing that's a container. That toolbox has infinite volume.
yeah, I always build something else because the idea of sticking it in a toolbox with infinite volume just seems wrong somehow.
I normally build some form of shelving and cabinetry.
Yeah, just because it's just weird.
Yeah, I've done it divided out like crazy before. Like all the legendaries were in one, and clothing was in a separate one from weapons. But the inventory system is actually pretty good about letting you. Trying to think of the right way to put this.
There we are.
Organize things within itself that you kind of don't need to go that crazy. The onboard system is pretty robust.
There you go. I like to use these. So
Wow.
what?
You've played this so little that you just unlocked an achievement for building 100 items in the workshop.
Yeah. I'm guessing you had that like a couple hours in on your first playthrough.
Probably. I don't remember. That was a long time ago.
Like half an hour in. As soon as I got the sanctuary in.
Nah, it takes about a half hour to get out the vault. You still got to gather the supplies. 35 minutes.
True.
Let's see. I at least want to get rid of that.
Yeah, and with the leftover armor pieces, go to the armor workbench and scrap those. Raider leathers are scrappable.
Oh, okay. Oh.
Yeah, conventional clothing is not, but armor is. Well, that's not true. If it's compatible with ballistic weave, once you have that unlocked, you can scrap certain clothing.
And I'm gonna
Yeah, those have
Keep
no
those.
weight and a value of $250 each.
yeah,
Yeah,
those.
first trader. These golden rings will be symbols of our everlasting love. Stimpaks and ammo!
So you don't see any benefit to any of these usually?
Medex is tremendously useful. Mentats when combined with Mentats when combined with buff out give you buff tats, which give you a massive strength boost. So if you're out scavenging, that can be the difference between an ability to fast travel and not. You can add up to 50 pounds of carry weight with chems and alcohol. Specifically, Barov's Moonshine, which I believe gives you 2 to strength. And then you can get up to 30 pounds of extra lift out of buff tats. Because that boasts 3 for 5 minutes. Yeah.
All right. I'm just gonna leave that for now. I'll leave the food and stuff in there. All right.
And failing that, chems trade very well and they weigh very little.
All right. Now the whole thing here, where they asked me to like set up the town. Do I need to do this, or is it gonna come back to bite me? Is it gonna come back to bite me in the ass if I leave it alone?
Eventually, you will have to, because if they get dissatisfied enough, they'll rebel against you, and this is your settlement. So, like, if you just build the stuff though and never interact with them, it doesn't credit you for doing the quest line, but they never go rogue on you. So if you real quickly build some beds, plant some food, get some water and some defense going,
And then I just leave that alone.
Yeah.
Because that's usually what I do. Is I build out all that stuff. It's like, all right, that was the minimum requirement. Goodbye.
yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. Okay.
Although, do you want to be a water farmer? Because Sanctuary is a good place to set up a water farm because of the water access off the river.
So what? Just building a lot of water, like water pumps and.
Very specifically, the water purification units that you have to place in water to make them work. Both of those work. The bigger one obviously works better, but you want to set up 2 of those.
Okay. All right. Let's see here. I think it's. Yeah, there it is. So I need food, water, defense, and beds.
It's under resources.
Yeah.
You have to build it in water.
And water. Yeah. What is it?
Down
What
by
do I
the
need?
river, turn left.
Do I have everything I need for that? Yeah.
Yeah, you have enough to build 2 of them. Turn left.
Oh.
Lefter.
Left or.
Alan, you're not going far enough left. I keep telling you, that's the problem. Eventually, you're going to be forced to listen. Now start the hydrological collective.
Looks like I'm gonna.
If you try to place it like on that edge, you're going to have hell placing the wires for it.
Yeah. Where do?
Anywhere in the water.
Am I in the? Oh, I am in the water. Okay.
Yeah.
For some reason, I didn't think I was in the water.
It's because the radiation indicator isn't there right now. You can also remove all that scrap metal that's in the water to give you more places to put stuff.
Yeah, we'll just do it there.
Okay, now you want to power those. You're going to need at least a medium generator.
Where are generators?
To the left.
Power. There we go. Generators.
You don't have the resources to do it. Look away from the water pump, though.
Oh.
Okay, you're short on copper.
Yeah.
You can find copper here. Okay, go back up to the street. Go back up to the street and start scrapping the street lights, because those should have copper in them.
All right.
You are taking the longest possible route to the street.
Oops, I can't. Crap.
Yeah, any one of these lights here should have copper when you scrap it. Or fuse, which I believe has copper. Go ahead, scrap
Okay.
it.
Scrap it.
Yep. But you want the medium generator. Yeah, you
medium.
also need to build it by the water because the wires ain't gonna stretch that far.
Yeah.
Left. It's not left enough.
Well, doesn't the bloody thing curve? On.
You're being an airline pilot. It's the Great Circle route.
That close enough?
Also, if you rotate it and have the end that the wire comes off face, now it'll be a little easier.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, so long as it reaches, that should do you.
All right.
Y to attach wire.
Why do I attach wire? Okay.
Now stand in the water with your live wire.
Do I have to actually get...
It's highlighted. If you hit Y, it should connect to it. Hit Y again.
There we go. And then...
And then you can... you don't have to connect directly to the generator.
Oh, I could connect the two of them. There we go.
Okay, and now you are producing dramatically more water than your settlement can consume. It will start accumulating, and once you have enough, you can start selling it.
How do I actually like get access to it?
The workshop.
On the workshop?
Yeah,
it'll
it
just
gets
pile up in
added to the workshop inventory.
Okay. All right, so I don't have to worry about water anymore. All right, now I got to do food. Do I have?
I mean, I would build one solitary turret. Just get that done
Yeah,
with.
the defense thing. Yeah, let me come over here by the beginning.
Not that it's going to super matter for the way this playthrough is going to run, but the enemy spawn, if you stop moving, look to the right. Just down that hill behind the platform that house sits on is an enemy spawn point.
Okay.
Not that it's super going to matter.
Defense.
Yeah, 'cause one turret placed anywhere will give your settlement 5 defense.
Do I have the... I'll put 2, just because symmetry.
Some people call that obsessive compulsive disorder.
I would agree.
Good. Now that we've established you're sick, doctor.
All right, beds. Hold on. Where's furniture, beds?
Yeah. This quest is actually how I found out it prioritizes money for cloth, because I had other sources of cloth and it still used the money. Also, if you scrap the couches and stuff, it'll give you all the cloth you will ever need for this. Also, mood can be impacted by which bed you use. Do you have the Vault-Tec DLC?
No, I don't. I don't have any of the DLCs.
Well, would you like to use a slightly smaller bed? There you go.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Sleeping bags actually will not allow you to get max happiness if that's all you put out for people. Yeah.
Here we go. Let's...
Your strategy, just place it amongst the rubble. I'm always like cleaning places up before I place anything in them.
Oh, it depends. It depends on my playthrough.
Oh, there's also a happiness difference whether or not the bed is just out in the open or whether it's like in cover. Even though when it rains, everything is wet indoors and out. There's a the AI somehow recognizes a difference.
Crap. Come on. There it is. Why am I... What the... What was that?
Because it was because you were aiming for the head, which always has a chance to miss.
Oh.
Also, if they're close enough, if it's under the draw range of the barrel, the physics engine will not allow the projectile to connect. So you can be shooting, but if they're physically below where the bullet spawns at, how can you arc a bullet down?
Yeah.
You got to be Lee Harvey Oswald to be pulling that shit. And you're Fabio right now.
Whoops, there it is.
You can delete the chairs.
I'm just being lazy right now.
I'm convinced it would be less work to remove the obstructions.
There we go. 5 beds. They're just randomly scattered around a couple of houses, but they're there. So then I need food.
Remind me never to vote for you for municipal office.
Let's be honest. You'd never vote for me anyways. And you'd be right not to. Though admittedly not for the reasons you wouldn't do it, but... is there a way to actually...
Food is under resources.
Under resources, yeah.
There is
don't
a
have
small amount of food here which you can harvest and then immediately replant, but it's not enough to satisfy the quest.
Yeah.
That said, you're already rising above 20% happiness, and 5% is the rate at which they then leave you. So
Okay.
you can walk away.
I don't need to worry about the food thing?
Yeah, things won't be great here, but they're not gonna, plummet to death conditions either.
Well, you know what? Do I actually have...
Actually, there is some food there. You just have to assign them to it.
It's not enough to stop them from being pissed. It's not enough food to feed all of them.
Well, I will...
That said, there
back
are
later.
a couple of nearby farms that we could go to. Abernathy is very close to Red Rocket.
Go raiding!
yeah. No,
Or you just go and pick some of their food and then go plant it at your settlement.
Are you paying them for it?
No.
Raiding!
Yeah.
let's see.
If you right in here, there's a little farm called Abernathy Farm, and there is a lot of food there that would allow you to populate.
All
food
right, we'll
here.
do that. Well, in that case, I'm just going to walk.
Yeah, melons and potatoes. Yeah, my personal favorite is when you get a lucky spawn and there's a mute fruit in a lunchbox, and then I just spam that once I have somebody to assign to it so that it
I
repopulates.
find corn is great because you can turn it into glue.
Well, mute fruit's also one of the ingredients to that. 3 potato, 3 corn, 3 mute fruit, and a purified water, which we are already farming.
Yep.
We said south of Red Rocket here, right?
Yep. And here's the thing. If you want to, down the road, build the bigger water purifier or build more of them, it will yield more water. Nope, you turn right. Up the hill. You see the farm icon on your Pip-Boy?
Yeah, I see it.
Follow it. You're looking away from it. What are you doing?
What? The fuck?
Left.
Aren't I
Left, damn
pointing-
you, left.
Aren't I pointing right at it?
Left, god damn it. Look left. Just look left.
What?
Farm.
Oh, I thought
Tractor and field,
Well,
son.
I saw the... Hold on. I saw the building. That was the only one I saw there, and I assumed that's what it was, but...
No, you're trying to go to Gorski Cabin right now.
You're gonna have
God damn, what the I'm aiming at the torsos and I'm missing the blowflies. Why am I missing the blowflies?
Because you have a reasonably high percentage to miss, and it's RNG. Move closer. Stop using VATS.
or use bats closer.
Well, that would have been like...
That would have been what I should have done. He's describing what I actually did. There it is.
Yeah, I actually really like this settlement. Yeah, if you do a quest for them, they become your friends. I actually really like this settlement. Yeah, there's a fuck ton of potatoes out here, and there's melons in back. His wife tends the melons.
And there's meat fruit on property too.
There's wild mute fruit, which you can't propagate.
Ah.
You can't take the ones on the ground. Those are no good. Steal their crop. Yeah, I think you have enough potatoes now, but yeah. Yeah, I also usually set up wherever I actually have people at their food crop as just potatoes, just corn, and just mute fruit, and then I use them to make glue. Because you can get a 5 adhesive from vegetable starch, and think about how much you need adhesive, and you can get them 5 at a time for shit that you grow and respawns.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, so we got all that. Now let's.
And it sells decently too.
I've never bothered to do that. I just make a glue factory.
Where are the horses?
Hey, Bill, where are we on time?
Hour 20, just shy of.
All right, we'll go ahead and we'll plant some food, and then we'll call it
that.
quits. I think, yeah.
Remove some of the downtime in it. It's one of those things. All of these need to be more svelte.
Svelte?
That's why
Yeah.
you edit them down.
Everything we do is long-winded and bloated. It needs to be more svelte.
Svelte.
And we need to use a Jewish term so that the Hollywood elites don't catch on to us. Thank God that some's recording to capture these thoughts.
Come on. There it is. There it is. Come on. There it is. All right, I think that's plenty. All right.
I
Just
mean,
have to
probably.
I have to assign somebody, right?
No, they'll
Oh, there it
assign
goes.
themselves.
There it
You're
goes.
good. Yeah, you're covered. You probably have more than they can actually process right now. You're good.
Okay.
Yeah, now Codsworth, because you brought people back, will be like, hey, I'm available as a companion. And he is objectively stronger than Dogmeat.
Is he?
Dogmeat has, like, 0 DPS. Fabio does not have friends. Fabio has worshippers. Your dog turned into a wall. You embraced the heartless machine with claws and a buzzsaw for a hand over the warmth and love of a dog, so it went away and now you have a wall.
All right. Well, let's go ahead and stop it here for now, I think. Go ahead and save.
Yeah, I actually like doing the automaton to Codsworth because you can mod him like all of the other robots, so you can make him like this ridiculous war machine, but he still has the British butler voice.
All right.
And we'll still call you by name.
Yep.
Yeah.
If it's not recognized.
All right. Well, I think that's going to be it for today. We
Check us
are.
out.
Oh,
Check us out on Twitter at InfoConfused on Twitter.com. Enjoy us on YouTube where you're invariably watching this.
also find the podcast on Spotify, SoundCloud, and Stitcher.
And watch his Ruby React series. We're doing things now.
Many things.
It's a burgeoning empire.
Yep. Well, we are Informed and Confused. I'm Alan.
I'm Nick.
See you later.